What's up, people? Daniel at night. It's fucking nasty outside. It's cold. I had to run. I ran to get some water, but, you know, I'm ending the night with a couple beers. Ales, if you were. For those of you who didn't see it, the Fan Zone is back. I uploaded it to my channel. I really needed to upload it to the Fan Zone, but I was so fucking tired when I got here that I just didn't do it. I'm sorry. So I'm on my second week of my new job. I would like to once again thank Teresa from Family Dollar. My second year, I got 2 weeks of vacation, so there's my Family Dollar. I was assistant manager at Family Dollar, for those who don't know. This new job really takes a lot out of me, physically. I'm not, it feels better though, you know, fucking, I could feel the fucking weight coming off of me. I could feel the fucking weight coming off of me. And another way I can feel fucking weight coming off of me is that normally I'm a really hot individual. I'm cold, which is like fucking weird. Even when I was thin, I was a very hot individual. Like fucking, I like things really cold, but I've lost so much weight. I've been trying to keep it. I've been trying to keep it from losing too quickly, but you know, there's only so much you can do. What was I thinking? Where was I? Oh, thank you, Teresa, Family Dollar. My second year, which started the 10th of February, my last day was the 9th. So the next day, I was still that week, so it was still a work week, which I worked. I got my 80 hours, and she cashed in all my fucking money. So I got a big check from Family Dollar. Really helpful. Basically covered for our sink. Well, not our sink, for our countertop, which is ordered. Hopefully comes in a couple weeks and we can get it installed and put the sink in. And I'm still looking for a she wants all black, so we got a perfectly good fridge across the street, or cross street next door. We bought the house next door, and for people who don't know, you can go look at previous Daniel at Nights. We bought the house next door. It's just a little bit bigger, but it's laid out much better. There's so basically there's a front room and a bedroom. That's the front of the house. Then there's the kitchen and a bedroom. Then there's like a laundry room, bathroom, hallway, and then another bedroom. So the bedrooms all line up. The front bedroom is the big room, the master bedroom. It's not really a master bedroom. It's 11.5 by 11.5. It's a little bit bigger, or 11.5 by 10. The other two bedrooms are both 10 by 10. The back bedroom still has its closet, so it looks a little bit smaller. But the middle bedroom is going to be our office, and the back bedroom is where my mom's going to stay when she's down here. At first she complained, and basically I told her, if you don't like it, you know, fucking, you cannot come down here. And I don't give a fuck, you know. So, anyways, Teresa cashed me in. Thank you, Teresa, for that. I appreciate it. So I started my new job, and I work for Radiac Abrasives. So far, really good company. Of course, I've only been with them for 8 days now. but I've had extensive classes dealing with their quality control people, some of the other management, and they seem keen on problem solving. That means if something happens, they want to know why it happened. Even if it was a user error, why was it a user error? Was the user trained? If the user wasn't trained, how is that on the user? That's not on the user or the operator, the user, whatever. So the operator, it's not necessarily going to be the operator, even if it's an operator error. So I've already messed up once, probably more than once, but once that I know for sure I messed up. But I was supposed to be trained for 2 weeks, and then I would go into third shift. I trained with, I'm not going to name names, but I trained for 3 days with this person. Then I went to class on the 4th day, Thursday, came back off the class, and he left. So what happened was the day that I hired in, they got a new union contract that reset everybody's points to 0. And a ton of fucking people took days off, half days off. They're still doing it, dude. They're still fucking doing it. So he took half of Thursday, all of Friday, all of Monday. I had class Tuesday. He came in, I had class the second half of Tuesday. He came in as I was going to class. Then today, I had class again on the second half I had class again, and then what was it? I'm trying to think. So I had class again on the second half of the day, and he came in at 11, which is basically, I went to lunch early. Lunch is normally 11:30 to 12. I went to lunch at 11. 11:30 is when the start of class was. And he came in at 11. As I was going to lunch, he was coming in. And then as I was leaving, he was going to lunch because fucking why not? He's a good trainer, but I don't know how many of you follow sports, especially in the NFL. One of the biggest abilities you can have as an NFL player is availability. That's the biggest ability, dude, you could have. Because if you're not available, even if you're the greatest talent in the world, it's why even have you, right? You know, if Brady, who may go down as the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, although he's lost a ton of Super Bowls too, if he would have been out all the time, you know, would people would, first of all, he would not be considered the greatest quarterback ever. Sorry, it's fucking Kingdom Come in the background. I love the game. I might talk on it a little bit. So he's not available for me. And so basically I got trained 3.5 days. Not even. And I'm trying to learn my job. Today I worked the first half. I ran into all kinds of issues, things that I hadn't run into before. I've been getting help from, so Radiac makes, I don't want to say wheels. They make grinding implements, right? They make grinding equipment. So not all of them are grinding wheels. They make other abrasive products besides grinding wheels. But it's mostly grinding wheels. And I am large side, which are wheels greater than 25 pounds and generally 16 or larger inches in diameter. Or in, yeah, diameter. So ideal large side. there's a small side that deal with smaller ones. Some that are just that big. And the guy who's in charge of small side, he's been helping me out these last few days with questions, but he wasn't here today. So I had nobody to help out. I ran into issues I hadn't ran into before. I was working a part I never worked before, but that wasn't a big deal. There is another guy who works on small side who knows a little bit, but he didn't know how to answer every question. So, you know, I ran into scrap, but I couldn't find anybody so when me as a new person, when I find something that's wrong, I go to a supervisor and I talk to them and they come and check it. No supervisors today. So I had nobody to check it. So I couldn't find anybody. So what I did was I set it in another cart that already had some scrap in it that hadn't been checked yet. That I already told one of the quality control guys about. And then I moved on to the next one, which had something else that I had no clue how to handle. And the other guy had no idea how to deal with it. I finally got somebody. I found a guy walking. He wasn't part of quality control. He was part of I don't know what team he was on off the top of my head, but basically he called up to the office, maybe a friend up in the office or whatever, and asked him to send somebody down to help me out and find out that the paper that I was looking for. So the instruction was to do 100% inspection, which means inspect every single part. It was only 2 of them. They were like 250-pound wheels, though. And to fill out the form. And he said, this form should have been attached to the back of it. And what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to put it in his little box. And then anything that he deals with, that's his specific job. He then would have put that paper on, and the new one sent it out with the product. Didn't happen. It should have happened way at the beginning, right? So the way my job works is there's a mixing department. They mix the mixture that makes the product. Then that mixture gets sent to the press. The press presses the wheel into the shape it's supposed to be. Their tolerances are way smaller than our tolerances at finishing. So I'm part of finishing. I'm actually the very first step of finishing. Then it goes, after it leaves the press, it goes to the kilns. The kilns are things, they fire at like thousands of degrees. Not all of them. Some are just hundreds. They bake these products, and then they come out of the kilns, and they could take a week. Going through the kilns could take a week for some product. It's just a pain. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking deal with some of the stuff that comes to me because I've not been trained. I do the best I can, and things I don't know, I ask questions. I talk to people who maybe should know. Some people know. Some people don't really know. But that's that, man. So I like it. The job is really busy, keeps me really freaking busy, so work doesn't drag on a lot, and that's that, I guess. There's not much else. Been enjoying Kingdom Come Deliverance. I kickstarted that game way back when it first started, like within like 24 hours or something. I was in an alpha test phase, so I can't remember, like $35 or $45. I can't remember. Love the game. I agree with some people that the fucking save your snaps or whatever fucking alcohol drink, that's a dumb way to save the game. It should be some kind of like holy water or chalice or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To like help you out, but it's pretty nice. Combat is super fucking difficult to get a hold of. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, it's been a pain in the ass. So there you go. Peace out, people. Maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow night.